Now the question is, will states reconsider their lax laws on pot? In 2012, only Colorado and Washington state had legalized recreational marijuana, but today it's legal in 24 states. And Tommy, as a practicing physician, I can tell you that what led to a lot of this was it being medically legal in 40 states, and that was used as a political cover for it being legalized recreationally with the idea that it had been proven that it had medical uses. Now that's being questioned.
Yeah, well, you know more about the medical uses than I do, certainly. But I'll tell you this, to the point of all these videos we're seeing of these people saying, I was addicted. If you've ever been around somebody who smokes a lot of weed, most of us could deduce that they have an addiction. Whether they're smoking it or they're sucking it out of their little vape pen, it feels very much like an addictive behavior. Listen. My big concern is young people. It's the young people that they're not going out and they're not interacting with others. They're sitting home on the couch playing video games, smoking weed. And they have been told that somehow that's an alternative or a better alternative. And that's my concern there. I don't know all the medical nuance of it. You do. But my concern is that this has been billed as some kind of just harmless recreational activity, and it feels like it's definitely not.
Julie, I wrote an op-ed last year in the Wall Street Journal called "This is not your parents' Woodstock weed." And the idea there, and other people have said this, is that whatever we're calling this, marijuana, cannabis, whatever we're calling it, it's not 1.5% THC anymore. It's more like 30%. And that's why you're getting cannabis-induced psychosis and all these side effects.
I hate to be a buzzkill on this one, but I mean, I did smoke pot when I was younger, and I find it to be gross, and it also makes you impaired. I would not trust anyone getting behind the wheel. I don't know why marijuana was ever legalized. For medicinal purposes, I'm all for it, and I know a lot of people, cancer patients, who have relied on it heavily to help numb the pain of cancer treatments and all these other medical ailments. But to legalize marijuana, I mean, when you walk out in New York City streets in particular, all you do is smell pot. And it's just a legal way of allowing minors to get intoxicated. I mean, that's what it is when you're really stoned, you're intoxicated. Maybe not by alcohol, but I don't believe that kids and teenagers and 18-year-olds should have access to pot. And here, there's vending machines where you can buy pot. And stores in Times Square, they don't ID you, they don't care, because it's legal. I think it's irresponsible.
Joe, you have another point of view on this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, here's the deal. We're such a this society is meddling in hypocrisy in a way that makes me furious. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink beer or alcohol. But to be in a place where I can sit and watch alcohol commercials on TV and hear someone preach at me about how bad weed is, no. Take that on somewhere else. On the medicinal side, it absolutely works. It works so well for so many veterans I know. But just like you said, we didn't legalize marijuana. We decriminalized the use of marijuana. So it's unregulated. We're not looking at it and studying it and saying at what level of THC does it have the effect we're looking for? At what level of THC does it have a negative effect, by and large, that we should try to take out of our society? That's the problem. We've put so much emphasis on keeping it illegal at the federal level that we've neutered our ability to actually regulate it. And on that, I just want to, because this really broaches into another topic. In a society, in an industry in this country, where we have no problem with SSRIs, with Zoloft or Prozac or Lexapro, I'm not beating up on these medicines. But for God's sake, I can sit here and watch somebody become a zombie on that stuff. I can watch somebody going to DTs coming off of it to the point that I don't think they're going to make it. And we've got societies around this world that have used things, psychedelics, like ibogaine, ayahuasca, peyote, psilocybin. I don't know how to say that correctly. These are things that have helped people find their spiritual health. These are things, ibogaine is something that everyone I've ever talked to that's ever done it said, it changed my life and it was such a painful experience. I hope I never have to do it again. And you have to fly to another country to do that. So I don't want to do anything to undermine some of the medical advancements in going to traditional medicine. And I think we're on this precipice. We're teetering on this little thing where, we have no problem discussing how bad marijuana is, but don't attack alcohol because that's a part of our culture. Well, you know what? People get behind the wheel drinking every day and kill people. It happens every single day. And I'd much rather smell weed on the side of the street than I had liquor on someone's breath trying to talk to me. So I think we can't be hypocrites about it. If we legalize at the federal level the recreational use of marijuana, then we could regulate it. And then we can make sure the THC levels are consistent and below a point that it becomes some of these problems.
Your argument just speaks to why President Trump made it Schedule 3 instead of Schedule 1. because it's going to make it easier to study. Some people, critics say he should have gone to Schedule II, which is in between, because it's not proven medically. But you're making a really good argument for being able to study it more for medicinal use.
I appreciate that, Doc.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.